Let's make a Dutch apple pie. Yum. We're going to an early Thanksgiving tomorrow, and our friend asked us to make an apple pie and a pumpkin pie. So I'm gonna do a Dutch apple pie because why not? I've never made it before, so let's try it. The first thing you're gonna do is bake off your pie crust for a little bit. I'm just putting holes in the bottom. I'm gonna bake at about 325 for about 10 minutes or so. To peel and then core your apples however you want to do it. If you have an apple corer, or if you just want to cut it off, that's what I did. And then you're going to cut them into thin little slices and put them in your apples. I've got 5 apples there. I decided on 5 instead of all 7. You're going to add in half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of white sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom. You're going to add some lemon juice and some lemon zest. There's the lemon juice going in, and then stir that around. Oh, and I did a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves as well, and I'm going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in there. We're going to set this over medium heat or so and let it start cooking down. Mix it all together, and then you can throw a lid on there, and you want it cooked down for about 20 minutes or so. For the pie crust, I did it until there was just a little bit of brown on the edges. I think I did it for a total of like 17 minutes, and it's perfect right there. The apples are almost all the way done. If you need to, you can add about 1/4 of a cup of water to get all the sides and all that yummy goodness off the bottom. You just want them softer. They don't have to be completely soft though. I added about another 1/4 teaspoon of salt and some vanilla, and about another 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon as well. Make sure to be careful on the nutmeg and the cardamom because you don't want them too strong. I'm going to let this sit over on the side of the counter until it's completely cool before putting it in the pie pan. To a large bowl, you're going to add in 1.5 cups of flour, 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a cup of white sugar, and we're going to do about half a cup or 3/4 of a cup of rolled oats. Mix that all together. I browned 1 stick of butter, and now I'm going to mix it all in with that flour, sugar, oatmeal, cinnamon mixture. I fell asleep and I let this sit overnight. But that's okay because now it's all like soft and put together. I also threw my bag of crumbs in the freezer because if there's any extra, I'm just going to use it for next pie. So now we are going to scoop this guy into, ooh, that's a thick boy, into this guy and mix it all around. Of course, I had to try the apples, which are delicious, and now I am going to spoon or put this mixture of the crumb all over it, baby. Just in case it spills over, I put a pan underneath with some foil, so easy cleanup if it does. And then we're going to throw this in the oven for 325 for about 30 minutes or until the top is golden brown delicious. Everything is already cooked, so you don't need to worry about that, but you want the crumble top golden brown delicious. So let's try about 25-30 minutes. Okay, that ended up cooking for about 45 minutes instead at like 300, and the tops are all brown and it looks perfect. The sides are not burnt. So now we're going to let this cool for about an hour or 2, and then we can dig in and see how our friends like it. This apple pie was delicious. I loved the crumb. Probably could have added a little bit more butter in there, but very happy with how it turned out. Very happy with the taste. Everyone else seemed to really like it, and I made a caramel sauce to put on it as well, but you really didn't need the caramel sauce. It was just so good on its own, especially with that brown butter. So hope you guys enjoy and have a wonderful night.